Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show how to do player interactions. So I've got this game right now that if I go over this gem, the gem goes up and disappears. And it's a very small slice we're going to do today, and we're just going to do that. So let's start with just adding go up here to do a plus scene, add a new scene, and we're looking for an area 2D. You can type area in there. If I double click on it or hit create, it will create it. And then underneath this, I want to add, right click and add child nodes. I want to add a animated sprite 2D, animated sprite 2D, and then I want to also add a physics body, oh no, collision body, collision shape 2D. I'm going to also add a point light 2D. This might be something worth doing. It may not be, depending on what you want to do. That's what give it a little bit of glowy look to it. Okay, so for an animated sprite 2D, I'm going to go into my click on the animations. Whenever you do that, you have to click on new sprite frames, and then you click on the sprite frames. And now I'm going to use this over here. I've got this, oops, cancel. If I go over here, I've got sprite pack right here, and this has got sprite sheet people in it. I'm just gonna, so I'm picking my sprite sheet. I'm gonna be, this is probably another tutorial, but I'm gonna give it a 12 by 8, and then click back on that. For some reason it doesn't work unless you do that. So I want to grab these sprites. Oops. Okay, so if I add 12 frames and I hit play, I should see that. This is a small little sprite, so I'll zoom in so you can see it. Okay, as you can see, it's fuzzy. To fix that, I click on texture where it says inherit, I say nearest, and then so we've got this guy. If I hit play on this, you can kind of see it kind of doing its own little animation thing. So all right, so that's working. So that's the animated sprite 2D part. The collision shape 2D, you come over here, you click on this new capsule, and then I'll shrink the capsule down and shrink it down to fit that. All right, so now I've got a new capsule collision shape. That's what we have to do for that. And then, let's go ahead and save this. I probably should have saved it first, but just Control S, Command S if you're on Mac. And I'm just going to be, because this is the sake of tutorials, and I'm going to call this gem. I'm going to add to the area 2Ds. That way you can keep track of what type of node this is, so you don't get, oh, I already created one, and I'm going to say gem 2 because for the sake of this tutorial. So, so now we've got the animated sprite 2D working, the collision shape 2 working. So let's go to our node 2D and let's add it. So if we do this link button, and this will bring up a thing that says I had already created an area 2D gem right here. This is the one that I just created, which is gem 2. So I'm going to say open, and now if you see it's placed right on top of my character, but I put it down here, and I haven't actually done the point light. Let me do the point light real quick. If I go back here, because it's just visual stuff. So if I go over here and I do new gradient texture 2D, oh 1D, gradient texture 1D, does that work? Oh no. let's see, if I do that and I do, is there a radial? So if you click on this then, okay, click on this. Okay, so I don't remember how to do this. I'm gonna do the gradient texture 2D. I think this is fill, there it is, fill linear, fill radial, that's what I want. And then I want to have the from, is this 4? What if I do it? Do not 4. Eight 0.5, 0.5. Does that give you? That's it, and 0.5 here. And that puts it in the middle. And then I can go over here and I can there's a way to flip this. Oh, here it is right here. So now, okay, so now we've got light and it's coming from the center and it's shining out to the edges. So now what I did is I had the chain go down to fill and select it to radial, and then this gradient, there's a little flipper button there. So so now that we've changed that, we can get, I can actually make this, oops, no, I can make this like it's a little bit less bright. But, and there's ways you can play with this to make the light fade in and out perfectly, but I'm not going to do that right now. So basically that's point light. So now if I do save on this, okay, so now let's go to our area 2D and we're going to add that. So go ahead and link that, and this is going to be 2D Gem 2. So now we've linked it. It is, oh, I already added it. So yeah, I've got 2 of them now. Let me delete this. I don't need that. Delete nodes. Okay. Okay. So this is the first one I did. This is the second one, and this is the one I just did just now. So, or that's the one I did a few minutes ago. So, all right. So now if I go into our the game, you should be able to see it. As you can see, the light is. I made this one a lot prettier. This one, you'd have to fiddle with the gradient to get that looking really nice. But right now it looks like that. But if I run over it, obviously it's not going to do anything. It's got collision. Oh, it doesn't. That's a tree. The tree there has collision. So it doesn't have a collision, even though I've got a collision body on it, because the area 2D is triggered when the collision takes place. It's not like a regular collision we do on just a character body, where it makes it so you can't walk through it. So so the next step that we want to do is go back into our area 2D, and we go over here, and this is where we click on node. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's we want to create we have this selected and make sure we hit our little script here, and we're going to create this script, and it should just have a ready in there right now, and so that's good. We don't need the process, but we do want the ready. Actually, I don't think we want the process. And so when I so I'm going to stop the video here, and I will come back with the next complexity